So, Bregor, Celia, and Abigail will visit Abigail's ex.
I'm gonna go visit my ex. I want to find some armor.
Vincent, do you attend?
No.
Okay.
Abigail takes some time to look as pretty as possible. She's gonna like wash her hair, put on like her best clothing.
Okay. So
She
eventually
wants
you get over there.
5.2.
5.2.
All right. You get over there. What do you say?
Hey.
He looks up from the table and goes, "Oh, it's
I'm
you.
back. Yeah. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?"
I'm good. I'm great. I'm investigating to see if you stumbled upon some good armor.
Didn't we already go through this once? What happened to the armor I sold you last time?
Oh, it's not for me this time. It's from a friend.
Friend?
Okay.
Yeah, my friend Bregor. My
I'm
bro.
Gregor. These are my
Yeah.
boys. Who are
Yeah, I'm
also
one of
bros.
his boys.
I remember you.
Yeah, I'm actually in full plate mail, as you can see, but trying to get into something a little bit lighter.
Yeah, well,
As you can tell, my skinny frame, it's hard to support all this heavy metal.
there we go. Okay. Well, I do have one set of elven chainmail left.
Hmm.
If you'd like that.
Is it a plus one, Neil?
No, it's not this one. It's just normal elven chainmail. AC 5, but it only weighs 5 pounds.
And the current one I have is
Current one you have is AC 9.
Mm.
Weighs 70 pounds.
Ooh. And so is Jin's AC 6?
Yeah. Well, and then she has some dexterity bonuses. Like, bump it up a little bit more.
Right. How much is this?
The elven chain?
Mm-hmm.
1,500 GP.
How often do you have magical elven chain come in?
Almost never. That was a set that I found, or someone sold to me.
Mm. Oh, that's too bad. You have anything else?
If you don't mind, I do have some other magical armor. It's not elven chain. It's a little bit on the heavier side, but it will,
I'd be willing to take a look.
Here we go. He busts out a suit of chainmail. It's actually just normal chainmail. This is a magical chainmail armor. And it weighs 40 pounds.
Okay.
20,000 gold for it.
20,000?
20,000.
Okay. That's a little outside of my price range. I'm looking at maybe in the 3,000 and below. 3,500 would probably be my cap on anything.
Well, I'm afraid the only thing I have would be the elven chainmail then.
Just to satisfy my curiosity, 40 pounds, and what does it do?
I don't ever know how to explain these things. It's +2 chainmail.
It sparkles
What does
greater
plus
than
two
the
mean?
other ones.
Oh, man.
Plus 2 to AC.
Yeah.
So it's like armor 6, but then plus 2, making it
Oh,
armor
well, it's
8.
armor 5, so it'd be armor 7.
Okay.
Do you have anything else that might be interesting, like capes or I don't know, cloak? Anything? A ring? A necklace?
I don't know. At this point, a woman walks out from like the back door and or the back entrance to the shop, and comes up and stands next to him with like her hand on his shoulder and says, "Oh, I see we have more customers today."
Wow.
I see the
Oh.
cattiness growing in Abigail's eyes.
Neil, what is her charisma like? What is she?
Well, you're not there, Vincent.
I know, I'm just asking for the entertainment of
How
everybody.
pretty is she?
Um, 13 charisma as compared to what's your charisma, Jen?
4.
God damn it.
So she's like a 6'5".
My
or 7.
charisma's a 10.
Yeah, hers is a
Ooh.
13.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, I mean she's
Ugh.
she's got a cute smile. She's
He
a little bit
upgraded.
more like outgoing and friendly, you know. And clearly she looks at you as if you're just a normal customer. She doesn't even like recognize you from
Yeah,
anything.
I smirk at the situation.
I do
Oh,
too.
hey.
From a
nice
different
to
place.
meet you. I'm Abigail.
Oh, hello, Abigail. She shakes your hand. Has my husband here offered to sell you his wares?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'll go make some tea. And she goes back inside.
As she walks away, I give her a deadly stare.
Mm,
I look at Gregor and I go, I don't like her.
I know. So, any other armor that you might have for sale?
I'm sorry, we only really deal in high-end wares here.
Hmm.
So, did you have anything else besides armor, cloak, or something?
No, maybe you guys would be better off visiting the shop down the street. They might have something that's more in your price range.
What
I
do
have a
they
bigger
have?
price range.
They sell your standard, everyday, normal equipment. This is
Dude.
more of a, you know.
Dude, you know what I mean business. I got some money. Tell me what's available here, man.
As I said, we've already discussed all that I have for sale.
That's it? Jeez, I remembered you having more stuff. This is disappointing.
Well, it's been a very good year. We've sold almost all of our stock. About to actually go off on vacation and travel for some time.
I thought you were more the sedentary type.
Well, I guess you never really knew anything about me.
Anyway,
Yeah.
enjoy your new
Not
life.
surprised. You never really paid attention to much.
Neil, if I buy the
His wife comes back out with some tea for him.
if I
If
buy
you
the
buy what?
elven armor, do I get any dex? Am I under a penalty right now of anything besides encumberment?
Yeah, actually, you get a plus. You have high enough dex that you get a +2 defensive adjustment. So if you were to get the Elven Chainmail, your AC would actually be at 17,
And right now it's at
19.
okay. I'm
It'd be
gonna
a
buy
loss
it.
of 3. You're gonna buy it?
Yeah, I buy it.
It's worth it.
Okay. All right, so you now have 1748 in terms of gold.
I'm completely oblivious to Jen's catty moment that she's having while I'm trying to buy this armor.
Okay.
Abigail.
Abigail, sorry.
Important distinction. Okay,
Yeah.
now that you have both sets of armor on, you are, up one level of encumbrance. But I'm sure you can find.
Well,
a
he
way
doesn't
to
have
get
the plate on, I would guess.
Well, but he's still carrying.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
He's just walking around town with this giant weight.
Cool.
As we exit the shop, I say, well, enjoy your life with your new girl. Bye, honey. And then I close the door.
Okay.
She was there, right? So she's
Yep.
heard it.
Yeah.
And I give her a death stare as I close the door.
Little fart escapes Abigail as she walks away. Just a little-
She tries to be all sly, but it like betrays her.
Enjoy your new life with your honey. Walks out. All right.
And I say that was not me.
So Neil, for me, I take the lance, and I guess I would either know this, so I apologize for asking. I wouldn't sell the lance at a normal weapon shop or armor, right? I would sell it at a
Well, it's
Magic
something where you usually, not everyone has the money to buy such magical items. Oh my god, this phone needs to go down in volume.
I was trying to figure out who that was, but it makes
That's
total
my
sense
cell phone.
that it's yours.
So you could try and sell it at a normal weapon shop. They don't necessarily always have enough money, since magic items are usually pretty expensive.
Okay. I'd probably end up
So-
at the shop they were just at then, I guess,
Okay.
since he's had such a good year.
So as we walk away, oh, go ahead first.
Go ahead, Vincent.
Yeah, so I just kind of I bring the shield and lance there, and I knock and walk in. I assume.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hi,
you're right.
friend. I have some magical items I'm interested in selling.
Oh, interesting. What do you have?
I have
Sale?
this lance. It's the lance of charging. And I have a shield that can protect you from fire.
Well, I mostly deal in armors, but I'll take a look at both of them if you'd like.
Okay.
And how do I know these are what you say they are?
They are identified, and it just so happens I have the certificate of identification from this red wizard that I asked about at the town I got them ID'd at. Or you could just send a messenger, Raven, and he'd tell you.
Okay. Okay. And how much are you offering for those, or asking for those?
Well, this is I'm more interested in haggling with you. I'd like to see what you could offer me.
Well, you got to give me some sort of base starting price.
For the lance, I'm thinking somewhere in the area of, I'm more willing to give it away for less, so probably around 2,000. And then for the shield, maybe more like 2,500 for that one.
All right, I can do the shield for. I can do the shield for 2,000.
Okay, deal.
Deal. Excellent. And you guys trade. Now the lance. Well, I usually don't deal in weapon. How much did you say for the lance again?
2,000.
2,000 for the lance. Now I don't typically deal in weapons, so maybe.
I love the chat right now, as if Vincent knows the cost of things, guys. Calm down, please.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm trying to not metagame it right here, like Vincent doesn't. He sold a boat for 5 fucking gold or whatever it was. I mean, come on. It's so cheap. God. Anyway,
Freaking chat, right? The lance, he says, "Well, I don't. I probably couldn't give you your asking price for that because I just don't know enough about weapons to know what their values would be. So I could go much lower, but I don't think that'd be what you want. I could probably give you 1,000 for it.
no, I'll probably hold on to it for now. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
Do you have any wares of your own? I'm looking into armor.
Well, I just have this magical chainmail stuff, but it seems like a person in plate mail such as yourself probably wouldn't be interested in.
I need to take a beating a little bit. All right, well, thank you. And if you do find out that you would like a lance of this value, ask around. I'll be in town for a day or two.
I'm leaving town very soon, so
Okay.
it's kind of tomorrow's our last day.
Very, very good.
If you go traveling with the,
Yeah, so I walk out. And then,
So, as Vincent walks out,
Mm-hmm.
he sees me, this little 3-foot guy, and I'm dragging along this other guy, and I'm like, Vincent, this guy right here says he knows you, and he's really, really upset. What was your name again? And I point to the guy, and he says whatever Vincent's armor crafter friend here that we left, because I was talking to the armor crafters, that's what my family did, so that's the reason why I was there.
I was just going to come and see you. What is there to be upset about, friend?
It's been a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of hoping to get out of Valesburg, and then you kind of just disappeared, and I felt like you weren't really holding up your end of the bargain. So I really prefer if you could either, I don't know, make this transfer happen, or if you could pay me for the armor I made you. Because it's kind of getting ridiculous. It's been a year.
Yes. Well, first of all, I did tell you it would take some time, and when we spoke, I remember that being understood.
Yeah, but sometime in a year, it's a little bit of a misleading statement, buddy.
What did you think sometime meant?
I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe a month or two.
There lies the problem. You're an idiot. Here's the thing. You're an idiot. Sometime I made it very clear to you that I needed the armor to go do a mission which did not include finding a cat in a tree just outside the town.
And
It
did you
was-
finish that mission that you bought the armor for? Because I recall you coming back from it just fine, and then leaving again, and then coming back, and then leaving again. And it sounds like you've done many such missions. And when you said
Yes.
sometime, I really think that, maybe we could hurry
Am I
this
there?
process up somehow.
Am I at the?
No, it's just me, Vincent,
No.
and the armor crafter.
No, I'm just bitching about my ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend with you.
Well, friend, as I said, I was going to come and see you, and I did have that in mind. Your skills are still renowned and needed in my kingdom, and if payment for the armor is what you seek, because the time has been excessive, then I actually can offer you that. I have 2 sets of armor of equal or even greater value, and I was going to come to you to offer you one completely free because you did me such honor as well, and then offer you a discount on the second one should you wish to purchase it. And also upkeep because like I said, my kingdom has need for some of your talents, so when I can, which I guess I need to clarify, does not mean a couple weeks from now, but when I can, which could be a couple years, I want to bring you and your family to my kingdom for your services.
I tug on the guy's thing. I was like, that sounds like a bargain to me, sir.
I don't know if we can stay a couple more years. Things have been getting pretty bad in Valesburg lately, and I kind of need to get out of town. So while I would love to take you up on the offer of free armor, I actually need something that's more easily tradable. I need, cash. Now, you're not headed back to your hometown anytime soon.
If I was, I would bring you with me, friend. I can give you a letter telling my father that I recommend your service, but that would mean you'd have to travel yourself there.
Well, could you write that letter and maybe give me, half the cost of your armor since I won't to hire escorts to get there?
Well, like I said, I could give you the armor to sell. I actually, part of the reason why you helped me, friend, is because money is what I use to fuel my own efforts, and to give it away would be to risk my life and those that I protect.
Okay. Well, maybe if we could sell it on the way. Yeah, if you give me a letter, explaining.
Absolutely.
And you're sure your father would, take me in based off this letter alone?
I will give it my family seal, and I will tell Father that I can vouch for you and your efforts, and that you have helped me innumerably, and that it would do me great honor if Father could heed my wish. It's as best as I can do, short of being there. If I was there, I could guarantee you would be fine, but with this letter, it'll be verified, you'll have the information, but you know how kings can be. It's reading a letter and then doing... I mean, I'd give you a 90%, a 95 maybe.
Okay, all right. We'll take it. We just got to get out of Valesburg.
Okay, let me get the armor, and I'll write you that letter, and I appreciate again, and I'm sorry that there was miscommunication, and that you thought what I had meant was just a couple weeks.
Yeah, well, I guess that was yeah.
It's okay. I'll go get it. So I go do that, Neil. I just go to my wagon, grab the armor, write him up a fine parchment. It says, there's no dicks on this one, by the way. I just say, everything I just said, basically. Father, I could speak on his behalf. His skill is amazing. We need him in our kingdom. He saved me, helped me, and this is my way of paying him back. And I would be very honored if you could abide that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you give him both sets of armor, or one set of armor? Or?
Just one, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and you write a letter, blah, 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 send it off. He's happy, and he leaves.
Okay, and as he leaves, then the last thing I want to do in the town, basically, is I'm going to take that last set of armor, and I believe the last time we were here, there was other armors as well, right?
Yeah, there's a few others.
So I just take the armor to another one, I guess.
I'm accompanying him, and as we travel, I'm like,
I am also looking to sell armor, so I run into him at this shop.
Okay, everyone meets together at the shop.
As we go over there, I'm like, Quantarius would be proud of what you just did, Vincent. You're already in my favor.
Thank you, Ezreal.
And then I see the elf come by, and I'm like, now him, on the other hand, and then I guess Ryan, a.k.a. Breaker, as I combine the two, meets up with us.
Okay, Lisa is there as well.
Ah, the gang's all here. Armor, friend, I have a business inquiry with you.
As do I.
And as do I, says Lisa.
Okay, one at a time. I was here first.
All right. What can I do for you, sir?
I'd like to sell you some fine armor, friend. Full plate mail. What say you?
Sure. If it's
All right.
good, we'll pay you 500 for it.
Sounds good to me. I'll go retrieve it for you right now, friend.
Done. Done
Neal.
deal. Next.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, as an armor smith, I'm just like looking at Vincent and shaking my head profusely, like bad deal, bad deal. But if he does it anyways, it's fine.
Well, I walk out. I mean, you can say something to me if you want. You're just shaking your head. I don't see it if you're shaking your head. I just
No,
keep
like
going.
as he says 500 gold, I'm like, no, bad deal, bad deal.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
What do you mean, friend?
Well, I've dealt with this for a good 50 or so years working with my family. That is not worth 500. You can definitely get more than that.
Now listen here, armor. Are you
I've
trying
never
to?
seen the armor. How am I supposed to know what it's worth?
All right.
Armor that you get somewhere? I'll sell it for a lot, but you sell it to me. I got to resize it. I got to refit it. It might not even fit anyone that needs it. I might have to totally melt it down and redo it all over. 500 is really.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring the armor to you, and if you still think it's worth 500, we'll talk about it. But it maybe have room to go up if it's fine wares. Yes.
Take a look. Bring it back. Bring it back.
All right, we'll do that. And Azrael, thank you, friend.
So at this point, I jump up on the merchant's table and I'll be like, next, please. Come on, hurry along. And I'm waiting for Sidir to hurry it up.
Look, it gives you a really funny look. It's like,
sick
next.
vertical.
He points at Breaker.
So I bring out the
Whoa. Like, Breger, I don't think this is the place to sell that
This
for.
is not
Oh my
appropriate.
wiener at.
I bring I bring out the Bright Blade armor with the seal of Beargor on it, and I show him the armor. Yeah,
Like,
the
ooh.
Beargor seal
That's
That-
pretty
Now
fancy
this-
armor got there.
is indeed some fine armor.
I note that whoever drew that on there was really, really dumb, and that's a terrible insignia.
It does not speak to the intelligence of the drawer, more so to their artistic ability. And this was also a post-mortem drawing, so he was a little messed up.
Well, I'm kind of eyeing. I look back at the merchant. I'm like, what do you offer a merchant?
What are you doing on my counter, dwarf?
Look, I'm here to help you and them, okay? Look, we're all friends. It's all good.
So I was thinking around
So we're
750 gold for this armor. It is very, very finely made, and also has an amazing seal upon it.
He picks it up, turns it over a bit, and says, "Yeah, well, it might have been finely made, but it's really dented and battered up. Looks like it's been in a lot of combat, seen a lot of use." He points out this strap here is kind of wearing thin. This buckle needs to be replaced. Look at all these dents. There even looks like there's some small splashes of acid on it or something. It's not very polished. This armor's definitely seen better days. I don't think I could give you 750 for it.
I would love to hear
It looks like you just came out of a war with it.
I would love to hear your counteroffer, sir.
I can give you 500 flat for it.
Let's meet in the middle and say 6.
I'd say, no, I think it's definitely closer to 5, actually, merchant.
Pay this dwarf no mind.
I don't know. The dwarf was pretty keen before.
He
I mean,
was,
if
but
you look right
he's
here
a
and I
friend-
point to this
he's a
certain-
friend of the human.
I point to this certain
and
fold in
he
the
is-
armor.
He is out of favor with the elves. He
Hey,
is,
little man.
He is a bigot, if you will, of sorts, and so pay him no mind.
I mean, he's a priest of Quantarius. I doubt he would take race into a factor when talking about a bargain.
I turn to the merchant and be like, I'm also from the mines of Quantarius, and hopefully you know that you understand what it means when I'm talking about armor.
He looks at you and goes, "What the fuck is wrong with your eyes?"
I'm like, no. I just go like this. I'm like, not now. Like,
You
let's.
notice that one eye is gold and the other eye is silver.
The
Say-
fuck is up with your what?
Abigail, you have red eyes.
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm like, what are up with your ears, woman? Why are they all pointy and shit? I say, back to selling armor.
Man.
His ears
All
are
right, so I
pointy
come
too.
walking back in.
We're like almost
middle,
satisfied.
I'm just like jumping on the thing. I'm like, your ears are fucking pointy.
I just
And I
kinda walk
say
up to the front and pick you up
600
with that.
is as low as I will go with this armor.
Well, hopefully you can find someone else for it then. I can
All
give you 550, but that's it.
550 will do.
You owe
Like,
him
a deal is
50
met,
gold.
and I clap my hand.
I say, little man, you owe him 50 gold. I bet he could have sold it for 600.
I owe him nothing. I'm just a helper in this transaction. I'm not acquiring or losing anything here.
Okay.
I hand over the armor to him. Take a look, friend.
Ah, now this is very well crafted.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Looks well crafted. Not very dinged up. I could probably go 650.
I look at Azrael.
I'm like, you did just maybe a little. I mean, look at the fold in the armor. I kind of point to this and compare it to the armor that he just bought. A little bit higher quality here. It has not seen as much action.
Yeah, it's. I would say it's actually lower quality armor, but just in better shape.
Yeah, exactly. I think that definitely should be purchased for more than what you're offering. But hey, it's your store. Look, I only know what I know.
Are you an armorsmith currently, dwarf?
What does he ask?
Are you an armorsmith?
No, I gave up that trade a long time ago, sir.
How long ago?
I start counting on my fingers, and he sees me go like in the multiples of 20s and 30s and 40s. I'm like, about 50?
Yeah, well, maybe your mind is addled a little bit, or maybe you dwarves have just different criteria. But up here in the world where we don't live underground and eat roots,
Shots fired.
I kind of turned back to
fine,
him like,
friend. You said
650,
650, right?
All right,
That's fine.
650. Good.
And are you taking that down, Neil?
Yeah, I'm taking them down. I'm so much math today.
there's
I
a lot of
know.
math.
A lot of selling and buying and things. What am I at now, by the way, just so I know?
You are at 5,781.
Nice. Even after I bought the women's necklace.
Even after you bought a woman's necklace. And lastly, crap, I forgot her name again.
Lisa.
Lisa. Lastly, Lisa comes up and says, I'm looking for a better sword. And they talk for a little while, and then eventually she buys a sword.
Yeah, I have no idea what cost of that is.
Do you have anything interesting you're selling, mister?
Didn't you just see what happened? I got plate mail, I got swords, I got shields, I got
No,
spears.
no. Anything magical. Anything magical.
You want magical, you go to talk to a fucking wizard. Do you got any weapons you want to buy or sell, or what?
Nah. Peace.
I asked him about if he'd like a lance of charging. What he would offer for that.
He goes, a lancet, and then he gets super fucking quiet and like stares past you guys.
I like.
And you hear this voice that says, Vincent, I need to talk to you.
Uncle Oris?
And I think we're at the 1 hour mark.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be going into hour 3. We'll see you guys in 3 minutes on Twitch. On YouTube, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.